Today's video is another one from the Mindset Shift series, and today I want to tell you about the emotion that you should drastically decrease from your life because it's just draining so much energy and is getting you nowhere. So if you want to know what this emotion is and why you should stop having it all the time, stay until the very end of this video. Hi my friend, my name is Robert Hurt and I want to welcome you to Your Best Self. The YouTube channel helps you become the best possible version of yourself, one video at a time. If you're completely new to this channel, consider subscribing if you're into personal development, becoming your best self, and living a better life in freedom, happiness, and joy. With that said, let's get into this video and let me tell you about this emotion that you should drastically decrease from your life. So what is this emotion that most of the time is simply useless and is not going to help you get anywhere in life? It is worry. Worry is a waste of time. But unfortunately, it's the emotion that a lot of people have the most on a day-to-day basis. Because we worry about so many different things all the time, about whether or not we look good enough, whether or not our clothes are appropriate, whether or not this content that I'm about to produce is going to be watched by people, whether or not my answer in school is the right one. And this is just gonna get you nowhere in life, and it's completely useless. Why? Because you're just gonna feel bad about yourself. You're gonna be draining your energy constantly thinking about this negative outcome that might happen if you do a certain action. And in the last video of the Mindset Shift series, I've talked about how your thoughts shape your life, and I shared with you this equation of the thoughts eliciting a certain feeling, and this feeling is going to get you to do an action, and this action is going to get you results. So if the thought that you're constantly having is worry, the feeling that you're going to get out of that is most of the time going to be anxiety. It's just going to be you afraid of publishing something because you're worried about what other people think about you. You worrying to go to this, event because, you don't feel confident talking to other people. So you constantly worry about, and you get this negative, nagging feeling that is just constantly following you around everywhere. And this feeling is going to lead to you not doing any action because you are afraid of what will happen as a consequence of doing this thing. So in this case, the action is just none. It's non-existent. So you're not, publish this video, you're not going to publish this blog, you're not going to launch this product or whatever because you're constantly worrying about what other people might think about you. And as a result, you're not going to be happy because you're not really doing what you want to do because you're being stopped by this constant worry that you have day in, day out. And I know, just stop worrying is a shitty advice because it's not as easy as just saying, all right, just stop worrying, right? It's just like saying to a depressed person, hey, have you tried not being depressed? Duh. However, unfortunately, a lot of people waste so much time of their life worrying about things that might or might not happen. And this is the craziest part because sometimes we tell ourselves stories that are not even happening. And we are just making up those scenarios where there's no way that this can happen, but we still stress ourselves out and worry about just imaginary scenarios that most likely will never happen that way. And it just drains our energy and is just getting us nowhere. Now, worry is a natural emotion, which is always going to be there. However, we are able to decide how much energy and attention we want to give this emotion of worry. There's a little exercise or a little thought process which I would like to share with you, which is this mindset shift that I want you to go through each time you're starting to worry. And it is pretty simple. Here's what I want you to do. Take the thing that you're worrying about and write it down on a piece of paper. And then ask yourself, am I in control of this thing? Am I in control of the outcome? Am I in control of what I'm worrying about? If you're not in control and there's nothing you can do to change, what the outcome will be, then perhaps you should think about stop worrying about it altogether because there's nothing you can do that is in your power to change this thing. So why give it that much energy? Why bother about it? So instead of just worrying about it, just accept it. And if you are in control and you have the ability, the resources, the knowledge, the power, the skills to change it, then perhaps you should. If it's truly important to you that you start worrying about it and you have the ability to change that, then perhaps you should. This is a simple exercise, a simple thought process, but if you do that every single time you start to worry, you will have less and less worry all the time. And if you're worrying about something that you do not have any kind of control over and there's nothing you can do to change it, then you should just accept the reality that is about to come. Because if there's nothing you can do about it and you perhaps going to feel bad or terrible or miserable when this reality is going to be happening, then why, give yourself this pain beforehand? Why think about that all the time if it's going to happen anyways? because then you're just going to feel the pain twice, once in your head and once in the reality that is about to happen. So instead of worrying, just accept the fact that it's about to happen and believe in your ability that whatever is going to come your way, you're going to be able to deal with that. If you're able to have that mindset shift of, asking yourself this question and going through this thought process of, all right, I'm worrying about something, can I change it? Yes, then change it. If no, then just stop worrying about it. I truly believe that this is going to help you a lot to deal with worrying all the time. Because honestly, worry is such a shitty emotion. As I've been a little child in school, I have been always worried about what other people think about me. This is why I haven't been raising my hand all the time to give an answer, right? And then somebody gave the answer and it was the right one which you had in mind, and then you just felt bad about yourself because you're like, why are you doing this all the time? It's the right answer. And even if I give a wrong answer, there's nothing bad with doing that, right? So stop worrying all the time and start living the life that you actually want to live. Because worry will just hold you back. It's just going to hold back the potential that is inside of you. But if you constantly worry about what other people think, whether or not you're good enough, whether this content that you want to produce, is going to be good, whether you look good on video or not, it's just going to cripple your success completely. So decrease the amount of worry that you have in your day-to-day life. Accept the fact that the struggle, the failure, the challenges, the pain is part of the process. Worrying is simply a second layer of pain, of struggle, of stress that you put on your mind all the time. Because life is tough in itself. So why make it tougher by worrying and by giving yourself the second layer of stress in your mind? Stop doing that and you're going to be much, much happier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave this video a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. With that said, I wish you a great day. This is Robert signing off.